Hi everyone, it's Chris here from OPMC, and we're doing a video series on the lead up to the peak sales period for e-commerce sites. You know, there is arguably a long lead up to the sales period towards the end of the calendar year for most businesses who are e-commerce merchants. And the more prep that you can do, the better. I sometimes like to wing it myself, but that is less of a guarantee of success, and we always have the benefit of hindsight. So why not plan ahead, right? So today I want to talk a little bit about planning, and planning can be a little bit of a boring topic for some people, but I feel that if you are better planned for this upcoming season, it means that you've better thought out what you'd like to happen, and you've better thought out what could possibly happen, and maybe consider those kind of worst case scenarios. What are you going to do if X, Y, and Z happens at the same time? Have you thought about that? So I think it's important to do some planning. Now, the planning doesn't have to be just about how many sales you want to do, because that is pretty one-dimensional. That's pretty shallow, guys. That's pretty shallow. So what we want to do is think beyond just the sales, and beyond that to some other important topics, which include what happens if the site goes down at Black Friday. What are you going to do? Have you thought about performance of the site? Have you planned for a large number of customers visiting the site? Do you know what's going to happen if a whole bunch of visitors visit the site at the same time? What about your positioning on Google? Where do you rank if one is searching for the most important keywords for your business? Do you have any visibility on the socials? Do you have any visibility on content? Do you have any visibility on videos? Are people finding you? Are people liking you? What is your approach going to be for paid advertising? When are you going to start that? Have you started that already? Are you going to do it yourself, or are you going to engage a third-party firm? These are all really important points. What about security? What if your site gets hacked? What are you going to do then? There's so many considerations. I know you're not going to be able to cover all of those, but by planning ahead, you have a lot more time to consider these things. You have a lot more time to consider how your site is performing on Google page speed, which is important for your ranking on Google. And, one of the key things that I often am thinking about the most is visibility. So in that lead up, you've got months and months lead up time right now. In that lead up time, have you considered your visibility? If we get to Black Friday, for example, how many people are going to know about your business, your brand by that time? Can we maximize that? So these are the kind of things you need to be thinking about as part of planning. What is your ideal scene for this year's sales? What are you trying to achieve? Well, at what point would you be really, really happy? How do you envisage that? All of these things are really important. So there are a whole bunch of tools that you can use to do this planning. And really good example is ChatGPT. Obviously, it's AI. If you don't trust AI, then do some Googling. If you don't trust computers, then get a e-commerce expert to help you. But I think that these are important things that you should be thinking about with heaps of time in advance, because I think that the better planned you are and the more you've thought things through, then the better positioned you are for the sales season. So good luck, everyone. And if you would like to find out more ideas and inspiration like this video, if you liked it, please click the subscribe button and follow us so that you can be better prepared for the peak sales season for e-commerce ahead. And as always, if you would like us to answer any questions for you, please post them in the comments and we'll do what we can to get a video up about those things. All right. Thanks, everyone. Happy selling.